everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make lemon pignolata, which is essentially a lemon iced Italian donut. Now traditionally the pignolata are covered in a honey syrup and then covered with sprinkles, but today I'm going to show you the lemon iced version, and that's because I've always found that these are a lot more popular and a lot of people don't like the sweetness of the honey drenched donuts. Now this is a recipe that's been passed down from my grandmother to my mother to me and from Sicily, and it's always a crowd pleaser, so I hope you enjoy. Start by breaking 5 large eggs into a bowl, followed by 5 tablespoons of vegetable oil and then 5 heaped tablespoons of sugar. I'm going to use an electric hand mixer to blend all the ingredients together. If you don't have one, you can just throw all the ingredients into a blender and use the blender to mix them. Once blended, you can now add the flour. I'm going to add 2 cups of plain flour and 2 cups of self-raising flour. Alternatively, you can use 4 cups of plain flour with 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Give all the ingredients a mix through until a dough forms. It won't take long until a dough forms, and then remove any rings you're wearing and gently knead the dough with your hands. This is what the dough should look like once all the flour has been mixed in. Cover your working surface with a thin layer of flour and then grab a handful of dough. Roll out the dough into a snake-like form about the thickness of your thumb. Now cut the dough into about 1 centimetre pieces. Repeat this process until all of the dough has been used up. Don't forget to reflour your surface between each piece of dough that you roll out. It's important to keep the little pieces of dough well floured, otherwise you'll find that they stick together when you go to pick them up. Once you've finished, it's time to heat your oil. Now I'm going to add a litre of vegetable oil to my fry pan. I'm going to use a deep fry pan to cook my pignolata because it's going to be easier for you to see the cooking process. However, as we're dealing with hot oil, feel free to use a deeper pot if you feel it's more safe. Keep the fire on high until the oil is hot enough. You can test whether the oil is hot enough by placing one of the pignolata into the pot. If it sinks in the oil, it means the oil is not hot enough. However, when the pignolata starts to rise to the surface and bubbles ferociously, then you know the oil is hot enough. Once it is, place your fire on medium. Now you can put the pignolata into the oil by hand one at a time, or I prefer to place quite a few of them into a slotted spoon and then gently place them into the hot oil. This eliminates the need to put your hand close to the hot oil, and it also reduces splashback. Make sure you roll the pignolata with your spoon while frying to ensure that they fry evenly all over. After about 2 minutes, or when the pignolata are a golden brown colour, remove them with a slotted spoon and place into a strainer. Continue this process until all the pignolata have been fried. Transfer them into a large bowl and allow them to cool slightly. In the meantime, you can make your lemon icing. Pour the juice of 1 whole lemon into a bowl and then add 2 cups of icing sugar. Stir the ingredients until well combined, and the end product should be a nice white opaque icing. Pour the icing into the bowl with the pignolata and stir through until all the pignolata are fully covered with the icing. Once you're satisfied that the pignolata have been well coated with the icing, it's time for your pignolata to dry. We do that by spreading out Glad wrap or cling wrap onto your working surface and then pouring the pignolata out onto the wrap and allowing them to dry for about 10 minutes. Try to spread your pignolata out so they're not touching each other during the drying process. This will prevent them sticking to each other. Once dry, you can place these in an airtight container and they'll last up to a week.